When people tell me that they want to study economics, the first question they ask me is, what kind of jobs can I get with an economics degree? So in this video, we're gonna go over 15 jobs that you can get with an economics degree. But I don't mean just these kind of general job titles like you can become an economist. We're gonna look at 15 job listings that you could get today with an economics major. And I'll even show you some tips on how you can find hidden jobs for economics majors, so that way you can be assured that you are going to get a job if you study economics. Hi, I'm Craig and welcome to Market Power, where we look at the power of markets and economics to shape our world. In a previous video, I debunked 6 of the major lies about majoring in economics, but I still feel like careers is the big concern for people who want to study economics. In fact, that is the #1 question I get, is what kind of jobs am I going to get? So I went on to Indeed.com, which is a job listing site, and I just typed in economics degree, and I got 65,000 results. There are jobs for people who study economics. And so we're gonna go over just 15 of the jobs that I found among here, and I think they're gonna help you understand the kind of things that you could do with an economics degree. Business research analysis at Cross Border Solutions. This is a fintech company. This is for doing things in finance and technology. And I think already this is an exciting job posting right here, because fintech is a really important emerging field. I previously did a video on Libra and how that is really important for what's going on in the world and remittances and transferring money across borders. And that's actually what this company looks like they're doing. They are trying to come up with solutions for transferring money across countries. And so this is already a pretty cool job to look at. Contract specialist at the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency. I don't know what this job is, but it sounds interesting. This looks like, if you're interested in national defense, how you can take economic skills and apply them to helping us maintain national defense. Interesting career. Data analyst at Power and Telephone Supply Company. So far, this one sounds like the most economics-oriented job. It says that you'll apply data-driven analytics to evaluate pricing performance to optimally align pricing strategies. So this is actually working on making sure that prices are correct in the system. And that's what we care about in economics. So again, a really interesting job, one that will be specifically applying economics and not just business skills generally. Data scientist, evidence-based care design at Presbyterian Healthcare Services. What I like about this one is how it shows the intersection between economics and another field like health. I think a lot of people want to go into the medical field because they want to be a doctor and they want to save the world, they want to help people. But that's not the only way to help people. You know, there are lots of economic solutions that are right there in the background that affect how we take care of people. And so here is a healthcare service that is looking for somebody who can bring in economic skills and help design solutions for the doctors that they have, for the patients. This is a great way to show the intersection of economics and another important field. And you can find these kind of things all over the place. Data scientist at eBay. The tech sector right now is desperate for economists. Sites like eBay, they are looking for economists because eBay is a marketplace. This is where people are posting things. You have supply, you have demand, you have all those insights right there, and tons of data. And so they're looking for economists who can take that data and give them insights about economic behavior and how they can improve the way they design their markets. And so one of the nice things about looking at jobs like this, even if you don't want to work for a company like Amazon or eBay, is to look at the skills that they're looking for. And if you look in this job listing, you're going to see that they're looking for people who know R or Python or Hadoop. They're looking for a lot of different tech skills. And you can start developing those tech skills right now, even just the basics, making sure you know what you're talking about. When someone talks about Hadoop, you know what Hadoop is, and not thinking it's some Gwyneth Paltrow special, that you have this background already, and you're very attractive when you get into the tech sector. I'm gonna keep pulling up more jobs, but I just want to mention that if you are not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and join this community of people interested in and excited about economics, because that's what motivates me to make these videos, is knowing that there are people interested in these things and really want to build a community like that. Let's get back to more of these job listings. Economist at Compass Lexicon. So you probably have heard of management consulting, but you might not have heard of economic consulting. And economic consulting is really interesting. So anytime you have these lawsuits, like antitrust lawsuits, or just any of these business cases where there's damages, right? Like, oh, this person did something and it hurt our company by this much. They'll bring in an economic consultant. And so you'll have these economic consultant companies like Compass Lexicon looking for people who can come in and do those kind of analyses. Economist or statistician at the US Department of Labor. This is an example of a government job available for people working in economics. This is a federal government job, right? So you're gonna look at the entire country and see what people are doing. But a lot of local governments, state governments are gonna need economists who can help them understand what's going on with the economy in their own state and what unemployment benefits are telling them. They're looking for people to help them guide local policy. So even if you don't want to move to Washington, D.C., you could probably do something in your state, in your county, city, something where you're applying economics to help the city understand what's going on with their people. Entry level or experienced financial advisor, Pacific Capital Resource Group Incorporated. A lot of people think that you go to a job, you go to school and you train for the job that you're gonna get. And that's really not the case. Most of the time, they just wanna make sure that you have a basic understanding and then they're gonna do training on top of that. They'll take the first couple of weeks that you're in that job, they'll show you how to do that thing. And that's what this job is explicitly saying. Like, hey, we just wanna make sure that you're the kind of person that can do this kind of job. So please let us know if you have majored in finance, economics, business, accounting, law, anything, we don't care. And then we'll take our training and bring you into this job so that way you can succeed. And that's how a lot of jobs function. I'm still just looking at the easy to find economics jobs. Remember, I have that secret on how to find other jobs that I'm gonna show you towards the end of this video. Siri embedded data scientist at Apple. You probably don't realize this, but a lot of the artificial intelligence programs that we have like Siri or Alexa use insights from economics to help develop those programs. Strategic cyber fraud analyst at Amazon Web Services. Man, I pulled this one up and you can see right there, first line, first major that they list, economics. Man, is this a cool job. This is going in and trying to figure out if people are using Amazon Web Services, their cloud computing software, to commit crimes. Targeting analyst at the CIA. The CIA loves economists. They're looking for people who understand how economies work. When you're working on developing intelligence on a certain economy or a country, you need to understand the economy that's going on there. You need to understand what are the levers, what are their exports, what are the major strengths of this economy, where are the weaknesses, what happens if a certain sector is attacked, how's that going to affect the rest of it. And so the CIA is always looking for economists to come in and join their team. Manager, Women's Economic Empowerment, care.org. I grabbed this one because it's representative of tons of jobs in the nonprofit sector. If you're interested in making a difference in the world, especially in developing countries, economics is where you need to be. All right, I promised some secrets about how to find jobs in economics, and so let me deliver on that for these last couple of jobs. My first secret, which you might have already guessed based on some of the other jobs I've showed you, is just to look for analyst jobs. So I looked up analysts and I found this awesome job for a research analyst at Walt Disney Television. You could work for Disney with a degree in economics by being an analyst for him. Wow, being an analyst is kind of a hard thing to say. But anyway, if you look at this, they look for somebody for a bachelor's degree or equivalent experience, but they don't mention any degree. They're not mentioning finance, accounting, anything. And so this is this like secret nugget that you can pick up and say like, look, what kind of jobs are there available for analysts? And as long as you have the skills that they need, they'll hire you. The things that they're looking for here are all things that you could do with a background in economics. So even though they don't list economics, if you just search for analysts, you're probably gonna find some of these jobs that are just these gems for somebody who understands economics. Here's another example. If you go for analyst, you might find this billing analyst job at Cognosante. Don't know how that company is pronounced, but they're not listing economics degrees. But again, the things that they're asking for are all things that you do with economics. My second tip is just to go look for jobs for business degrees. I don't know if you realize this, but lots of schools don't have business degrees. Yale doesn't have a business degree. Harvard MBA is like the world premier MBA program. But as an undergraduate, you cannot get a business degree at Harvard. So most companies they might list a business degree, but they're looking for just people who have something related to business. And if you haven't figured it out yet, economics is related to business. So if you just look for a job that was looking for a business degree, you might find this retail business analyst at Confidential. I don't know if this means that like the employer is actually confidential. They can't let you know, like you're just applying to this thing blindly. Or is this like the company name Confidential? I don't know, but they're looking for a retail business analyst. But if you look at the things they want, they're looking for somebody who can look at cost discrepancies, keeps current on tariffs or currency exchange rates. Those are economics things. And yet they don't ask for somebody in economics. They say finance, accounting, or related business area. Guess what? Economics is a related business area. You can do any job that's looking for a business degree if you get a degree in economics. You should not be worried about your career prospects if you major in economics. So if that's your major concern, get over it. Just go study economics because you love it. So this is the first video you've watched. You definitely want to go check out this video on the major lies about majoring in economics. But if you've already seen that one and you want to get more into economics, check out these videos where I try to make economics come alive and get more people interested in it. Please subscribe and we'll see you on the next time on Market Power.